Funding for this program was made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you.
Putting on a one-man wrestling show is no easy task. Fortunately, it's become a lot easier thanks to the invention of modern technology like this smartphone. But some things are just really hard to come by, like the right location. But I have a solution for that, and we're going to work on it today in the Texas Yankee workshop. Hi, I'm the normal Sartori. You can call me Nom for short. And I'm just a Yankee living down here in Texas, trying to make things work with a little bit of Yankee ingenuity. And today, we're going to be building a portable green screen that we can use to shoot various backdrops for our wrestling program. Now, before we use any power tools, let's talk about shop safety. Be sure to read, understand, and follow all the safety rules that come with your power tools. Knowing how to use your power tools properly will greatly reduce the risk of personal injury. And remember this, there is no more important safety rule than to wear these safety glasses. To begin, we want to measure the size of the doorway that we're going to be bringing our green screen through. This one's about 79 inches. So we'll cut our height a little shorter at 78. That'll give us plenty of room. We'll mark our board and cut it over at the miter saw length. Next, we'll take our cut down 2x4s and we'll rip them down on the table saw. Now, you want to make sure that you measure your fence settings, the front and the back of the blade, for an accurate cut. Next, we're going to adjust the height of our blade to make sure that our 2x4s can go through smoothly without any kickbacks. Once we get the height adjusted, we'll begin ripping down our boards. Now you want to make sure that you keep your hands far away from the blade as possible. It's alright if you want to do this in 2 passes. You don't have to get your hands too close. Start ripping the board down from one side. Turn your saw off before flipping it over, and then you can finish the cut on the other side of the board. These ripped down 2x4s will make sure that our frame is nice and light and easy to move about. Here we're cutting our width to just under 8 feet for the long sides of the frame. Now we're going to take a piece of scrap 1/2-inch plywood. We'll cut both ends square. Then we're going to change the angle of the blade to 45 degrees. And make a cut on each end before putting the blade back to 0 degrees and cutting our ends square once again. This will leave us with 4 triangles, right-angled triangles, that we can use to keep our frame rigid. We're going to lay out our pieces of ripped down 2x4, and we're going to take our plywood gusset and put it on the corner to keep it square. Now we just want to put it in place and then screw it down with a few screws to make sure it stays in place. Now you're going to want to make sure that you use something to check for square and adjust accordingly. Secure all 4 corners of the frame with our plywood gussets. Then we can drive some longer screws in from the side. Now here you can see we've secured the end of our sheet between these 2 pieces ripped down from 2x4s and screwed them together to hold them tight. Now this blue color is good enough to use as a backdrop, we can change it. But for the best results, we're going to take it a step further. We're just going to get a quart of paint from down at the home center and paint our screen a nice bright green that's easy for the camera to pick up. So you see here, with just a little bit of Yankee ingenuity and some scrap material we had laying around the house, we were able to make a beautiful backdrop that we can transform into almost any setting we can imagine. I hope you enjoyed learning about how to build a green screen today in the Texas Yankee workshop. It was certainly a learning experience for myself, and I'm glad to see what we can do with this new bit of technology. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.